Why did you start with the idea of content creation?
Pandaka paka friend yangu buti. Like I was.
But that was not as crazy. Wait a minute. Hi guys, welcome back to Life with Tandy. If you're new here, I am your host Tandy, and this is a podcast focusing on all things growth. So today I am joined by content creators Kim and Tanaka, and today we're going to talk about all things content creation, comfort zones, and relationships.
Hey guys. Welcome back to today's channel. I'm Tanaka.
And I'm Kim, and we are back with another video. That's our intro, guys. Sorry about that. That's our intro on our channel. Please do go and check us out. Yeah.
It's Kim and Tanaka everywhere.
Okay, so now that we started off with content creation, like when did your guys' journey begin? What inspired you to do it? Like, it's not easy to just wake up and say I'm doing content creation, but you guys did it, and we are talking of millions now. Literally, we are talking of million views and so forth. And I'm very proud of you guys. So, how did Kim and Tanaka come about?
Hey, when you first said millions, I was about to correct you. Not millions of dollars, guys. We're still going to get to millions, but not now. Yeah, millions of views later. When did this start, babe? I think I'd say we were inspired by Risa and Kwan, if you know them. They're content creators from the United States of America. Really big ones now, currently sitting on like 3 million subscribers. They were our inspiration. And then when it comes to content creation, like starting, it was our friends who pushed us, including yourself. Because we used to post each other on our statuses almost every day. And then people were like, why don't you open an Instagram account or a Facebook account and start posting those pictures? And we were just like, okay, we're going to do it. And then one of my friends actually opened the Instagram account and started posting our pictures with our knowledge, of course. And then what we used to do is would send her pictures, and then she would post all the time. And we didn't even check to see if there's growth there or anything. It was just growing on its own. And by the time we then checked, it was on like 2,000 followers, no? Mm-hmm. And you want to add more to the journey?
Yes. So we started with the Instagram page, and then we would post our pictures, or she would post our pictures, and we started gaining some sort of fan base. A lot of people would now come to our DMs and be like, hey guys, I like you a lot, I like your I love your relationship and all of that, you guys should open a YouTube channel. And we're like, we're not sure. And then I think we had the Instagram for like a couple of months until we finally decided, you know what, I think it's time we actually open a YouTube channel. And by that time, we were not even staying together. I was still at home with my family, and he was living alone. So we opened the channel, and it was very difficult. We were inconsistent, firstly, because we didn't stay together and we hardly saw each other. But then as time went on, we started pushing, and we now saw that we could actually, this could be something that we could actually do and excel in. And so we started posting, and from then on, the rest is history, as they say. Talk about manifestation. This is so bittersweet to me because I've been there since I attempted YouTube, and Tanaka was there. He was posting all the time. Literally, during lockdown, I had a YouTube channel, and he was like, we can do this. And then I think you guys started yours 2021, if I remember so well, because Tanaka was staying in Gardens at that guest house space. Yes. I remember. And it was so, like, unreal in the sense of, I remember even how the channel grew from nothing to 2K. That was so weird, but it was good in the sense of people were engaging. People were like, Kim and Tanaka, and I would always post Tanaka. They'd be like, how do you know Tanaka? I'm like, it's a long story. It's a long story, but then it's so bittersweet, and I am very proud of you guys. And I feel like I'm also getting that inspiration of starting this podcast, knowing that you guys started with nothing, like literally nothing. And now as I said earlier, we are talking of million views, guys. Million views. Let that sink. Exactly. 100K followers on Instagram, 200K on TikTok. In it, no. Period. So anyway, anything is possible. But then, as we are talking about content creation, like you guys definitely stepped out of your comfort zone with all this. I feel like putting out yourself out on the limelight is something that's very scary because people will come at you, and the more you grow, the worse it becomes. How have you been evolving in that aspect of from just like Kim and Tanaka 5 years ago to Kim and Tanaka now?
Take the mic.
Okay. Okay, so definitely it has come with its challenges. We are now in the public eye, in the public space. We've attracted a lot of eyes. And in the beginning, I think okay, it wasn't so difficult for me, like recording and having the camera, because I feel like I'm kind of a social person. I don't know if you would agree, but
No, I don't.
okay, not social as in,
Agree.
not social as in like I socialize well with people, but I'm saying being in front of the camera was not that difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it wasn't like that much out of my comfort zone, even though it's still like out of your comfort zone because I'm now in front of a camera and a lot of people are watching. But it wasn't that much difficult. But now, with as we've gained a lot of followers and subscribers and all of that, it gets quite difficult with all the comments. Like the comment section will humble you. Hey. So that is very difficult. But yeah.
I feel like what then happens is people expect a lot from you, especially as you grow. They see the numbers, they translate those numbers to money, you see. So they see you have 100,000 followers on Instagram. When they meet you in person, they expect you to be holding BMW keys, wearing a 20,000 rand shoe. But it's not like that. Those numbers don't instantly equate to money or anything like that. You have to work really hard for brands to notice you. We've been in the game, if I may say so, for about 3 years now, and we've only worked with like one big brand. All those other brands we've been working with are brands that are trying to grow as well, and we see that they're trying to grow. So there's no money there. It's
Like a transactional.
yeah, there's no money there. So people should really stop judging content creators thinking that they have money, because we have other content creator friends that used to be judged every time they were in a taxi. Like, you guys are really famous on Facebook. Why are you in a taxi? Man. So what must I do? I must walk from Chitungwiza to town just because someone's gonna judge me in a taxi. No, no.
Oh my goodness, exactly. I mean, they expect us to be riding in G wagons and whatnot, but everything is a stepping stone. Like as much as we have evolved, we still have a long way to go. Especially Kim and Tanaka, like so far so good, but we still have a long way to go. 100%. But as we're talking about comfort zones, you guys definitely stepped up, and 100% in all positive manner you gained from stepping out of your comfort zone. What advice would you give to someone who's also trying to do this content creation, but they're scared or skeptical? As you said about negative comments, it's always going to be there. People will say, like, you know, especially for me, I'm also stepping into this. Sometimes I'm not really good with people. I don't even comment just so I avoid drama sometimes. Like, what advice would you give to someone who's also trying to do this and trying to defy all odds like what you guys did?
Okay, so guys, content creation is hard. Do not let anyone tell you it is easy. There is nothing easy about content creation. When you just think of content creation, you probably think, okay, you know what, I'm gonna set up a camera, I'm gonna talk, I'm gonna perform or whatever. But sometimes you wake up and you're not even interested in all of that. But then because it has become your job and you have to step up and step out and do what you have to do. So if you're going to go into content creation, you have to be dedicated. You have to tell yourself that I'm about to do this and I have to put in my all. You have to step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. I'll tell you something real quick. this is like the fourth time we're shooting this specific episode that you're going to be watching. That's how difficult it is. We are just sitting here. There's someone behind the camera there. You guys need to give him a shout out. It's dope. It's been working. Yeah. That's how difficult it is. But I'd say if you want to start content creation, start now. Don't wait for the best camera or the best mic, the best sound. You obviously want to make sure you have the best lighting. With work with whatever you have, but start now, because there'll come a time where there's a lot of content creators and people are gonna get bored with a lot of content creators that they'll go back to their OGs. So if you start now, 5 years later, you'll be an OG for someone like there's that guy Tendai. Yeah, he's dope. He's really good. I'd rather watch him than watch all those other content creators that are coming now because they're copying Tendai. So at some point, it will be like all those other content creators that will be coming like 5 years later. It will be like they're just copying all the content creators from now. Because I feel like the generation for really dope content creators started from like 2019 up until now. Because that's when Anasima popped up, Gotlubi, and now they're making like a lot of money. So yeah, I feel like if you want to start now and go for it.
100%, 100%, Mr. Tanaka. Definitely, I feel like comfort zones um are very good in that aspect. But then also the other thing that I feel like has impacted your channel as well is the relationship that you guys have. Have you seen yourself, realizing, okay, I want to improve for like maybe like not only just content creation as a person, like evolving, saying, okay, I'm not okay with this way of life anymore. Like maybe I'm not okay with like my work routine. Have you seen yourself do that, and how have you handled it? I feel like it's very overwhelming sometimes when you realize, okay, I'm not the same person I was anymore, but I really want to work towards the person that I want to become. You get it?
Yeah.
So it impacts the relationship. How has, like, individually, not just Kim and Tanaka as a brand, how have you guys got to that point of, realizing I want to improve? And it has definitely impacted your growth on the channel, but personally, have you had any, things that you did, any habits that you created, any routine that you did that impacted your growth from just not just the relationship, also the content creation as well?
I feel like I had to sacrifice time because I'm like a very busy person. Like I go to work and I have to create content, but I also have to make sure that I have time for Kimberly and I have time for Kimai as well. So I had to make sure that there's a balance, and there's quite a number of things that I had to stop doing, which I enjoy doing, which is going out a lot with my friends. Um, I had to stop doing that because I need to create content. First of all, I need to spend more time with my family, and if I do more of that going out, then I do less. It's either I do less of creating content or less of spending time with my family, and I don't want to lose both of that. So I'm glad that my friends got to understand me, where I'm coming from, because I'm trying to build a career out of this content creation thing. So it's just for now until I figure everything out, and then I can go back to like balancing everything between like spending time with my friends, creating content, going to work, and spending time with my family as well. I feel like I butchered this one, but
No, it's okay. Okay, so I understood you, like in the sense of like where you're talking about learning your priorities and realizing where you are in life. It comes a certain time where you have to choose, okay, I want this certain way of life and I have to stick with some certain habits. And also in the sense of like, how draining like workspaces can be. You get to a point where you tell yourself, I want to choose that for myself. That's where the question was coming from. Like, okay, I don't want this certain life anymore.
Yeah.
I want to live in a certain, more fulfilling or more purposeful life. But then, guys, I'm sorry. I have one more question left, and then we drop this. So can I keep going? I know, right? Because literally, okay. So, content creation, comfort zones, and relationship. Do you think there's a correlation, like a way that they are compatible or work hand in hand together, or together? Like you as a person individually, y- you guys as a couple, and how it impacts your growth. Does that make sense? Yes. Like, is there a relationship between all those things, and are they like aligning together? Do they benefit off of each other? Yes.
Okay, so for us, sorry, for us, we're in a relationship. We had to step out. In fact, we every day we have to step out of our comfort zone to create content, because there's content that we shoot sometimes which I might not be. I don't want to say uncomfortable with, but like, yeah, you might feel some type of way about it, but you have to do it because it's your job, and vice versa goes for him. So yeah, like that sometimes might put a strain on the relationship also, because then communication is lost, and the one thinks you're not putting an effort, like. So yeah. Why did you start with the idea of content creation?
Pandaka paka friend yangu kuti like I was.
But that was not as crazy. Wait a minute.
I will put this in as well.
The YouTube. It was probably you, ne?
It was me, yes.
But
It
who
was
created the YouTube channel?
it was us. Like, what do you mean?
No, so it was like the idea. Who came up with the idea and decided to go talk to the other person? Like, hey, I'm gonna talk to my partner about it.
Okay, so are we? Okay. Who came up with the idea? I feel like none of us sat down and really thought about it. Like let's start creating content right now and see where it takes us. No, it was not like that. It was more of people, like I said before, people were pushing us to say open an Instagram account. From there, it was just shooting and posting. We didn't even think of it like that, like we are going to take it far or anything like that. We were just posting. Like for me, it was like a drive where I was keeping my pictures and my videos. But then the YouTube, I think it was Kimberly who came up with the idea of us opening a YouTube channel after a lot of people had come to our DMs asking us to open the YouTube channel.
Yeah, like he said, I feel like in the beginning it wasn't like we're creating content. It was just us taking pictures of ourselves and posting them online like any other normal person. Until people like started pushing us, saying, okay, you have really good quality pictures. I feel like you guys could do something here. And then people pushed us to open a YouTube channel. They're like, you guys should open a YouTube channel. And we kept on procrastinating. Until one day we decided to sit down, put a camera there and shoot. Yeah.
Crazy is, I actually know the day you started because Tanaka called me. I have a very crazy, weird memory, but you started on the 19th of May, 2021.
God, I didn't even remember that.
Got it. And then he called me. He's like, bro, we did it. Because I had a YouTube channel before, but I lost my phone. I gave up on myself. A lot of things happened. I just stopped. Like, literally, I was consistent for, I think, 3-4 months. So for Tanaka, he was very excited. Like, okay, I'm finally doing this. And at first, I would ask him questions like, okay, so what are you guys going to talk about? He's like, anything. Okay, what challenges have you guys faced over the past 3 years of being in the limelight and being content creators as well?
I'll start with the big one, which is running out of ideas. And because this is something we're not passionate about, you start discouraging yourself. Like maybe this is not for us. We haven't really done this before. We can't do this. But then because it's the two of us, I can only imagine for someone who's doing this at one. It's the two of us. We encourage each other. We push each other. The other challenges you face is you feel like all of your content is generic. You're trying to be original. But the thing about that is almost every video you're going to try to create, someone has done it out there. Because there's billions, if not trillions, of videos out there. So that's also the other challenge. And I feel like that's one of the challenges that most content creators face. And recently realized that now content creators don't care anymore. They just, yeah, it's like they just take it as a trend. Now it's called a trend. Yeah, now it's called a trend. Back then on TikTok, I think, because I don't know, Kimberly is the one who's on TikTok. They would bash you for copying someone's video and not tagging them. Nowadays, it's like, it's a trend. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest challenges would be that creativity, trying to think of innovative ideas, trying to keep everyone engaged. Because one thing about this thing, content creation, you can easily fall off if you don't give the people what they want to see. You will lose all those numbers. Like it happens just like that. So definitely thinking of ideas was one of our biggest struggles. And also
Consistency.
yes, and constant. But honestly, compared to a lot of creators out there, I feel like we do our fair share. Hey,
That's only now, babe. There's a time we went for like 4 months without posting.
but then I think that was the time when we were not serious about this thing. Now we know this thing could.
Now there's no way we can stop. We've ate money from content creation. I'm talking about back then when we had 50 views.
Yeah.
You get discouraged quickly when you have those 50 views, 2,000 followers, 500 subscribers. You get discouraged real quick.
Yeah, so definitely, like if people are not watching your stuff, that's also a challenge. So you need to like not get discouraged. Learn how to not get discouraged. So that because the more if you're consistent, guys, it will eventually pay off. I feel like no matter how bad your content is, if you're just consistent, eventually you will get those 100 views. You get those 200 views.
The other thing is, I've always said this. I don't know why most content creators, they don't want to post their links on their WhatsApp statuses, on their stories. They go to people's inboxes and say, please click this link. Please post this for me. My friend, I'm talking to you if you're a content creator. Take your link, take a screenshot from your YouTube, post your links everywhere you can. Post it.
And I post your links.
Yeah.
Yes, I definitely do need this advice. I feel like I'm a type of person that many people believe in me more than I believe in myself. So it's very hard to, to put myself out there in that manner. I'm not even like, being too personal. Just to put myself out there, I'm very scared and skeptical. But, having close people like you in my circle, like I feel like I'm out of this world. Like, watch out. Life with Tinder is gonna pop. And yeah, we call it a wrap. Anyway, what last words for our viewers before we go?
Yeah, guys, if you're an aspiring content creator, just keep doing what you're doing, keep posting. Honestly, eventually it all works out.
Guys, we're on the news on ETV. Don't play. Don't play with that. That all came about.
Natasha Tahane posted us last week. Like, what? Anyway, but yeah.
I was saying that all came about because we remain consistent. So just make sure you stay consistent and keep pushing. If you feel like you're not that creative, take other people's ideas and put a little spice to them. Don't just copy and paste exactly. Just add your little touch to it, and it will work out eventually.
Thank you guys so much for watching my podcast. Love and light.
Peace.